Now I'm in a canned program and I'm called up in the Zoom, this particular shared screen, which I have currently on YouTube. Now, I could have it on Panopto Recordings, but again, this is what I have here. So I'm asking the students to mute their mics, and if when I call on them, they are to press the space bar, that will activate their mic and can answer my question. So as we start this particular lesson, it goes like this. Now as we start topic 4 of Unit 3, we're going to be dealing with statements and quantifiers, and we're using what is called symbolic logic. And keep in mind that we often classify a statement using the symbolic P for a statement, Q for another statement. Now, Bill, as we look at this symbol, what does this symbol represent? What's it called? And then what word do we use and associated with this symbol? And I'm going to pause, which I am, ask Bill to put his space bar down, press it down, and give me an answer. And I'll wait an appropriate time, but not forever, and we'll go on. And then we're going to use the caret. Remember, the caret is the word and. And Betty, what would you say this inverted caret? What word is associated with that? The inverted caret is the word or. And Jennifer, how about this wavy line? What's that called? And we went over this in our flipped classroom lesson. And this wavy line is the negation. So in your notes, hopefully at this part of your notebook, you're going to write this. And homework examples 3.4, we'll be reviewing this as part of our classwork. Now, you always have, of course, examples for you to do as well. Some of them might be the same, or it might be a similar number. Let's go on to item number 1. Now, here we are asked to decide whether or not this is a statement. Now, what I've asked students to do before, this is the first one that we've used, is to put this number 1 in a box and then copy this down. And then we're asking some rhetorical questions, and then I would ask a specific question. May 13, 2006 was a Thursday. Now, William, as we look at this, does this meet the qualifications of a statement? And in review, and I might have asked this as an additional question, what is the definition of a statement? Well, a statement is something that is either true or false, but not both at the same time. So, could you possibly look this up to see if this is true? William, what do you think? Yes. Now, if you looked it up and saw that it wasn't true, then it would be false. So, what do you think then in terms of this statement or this grouping of words? Is it a statement as we consider the definition of statement? And if you said yes, that is correct. All right, let's go on. this is a specific statement or a specific grouping of words. And since this could be proven as either true or false, this is a statement. So I would say letter A. And notice what I did when I did this. I read it so quickly I didn't see the word not there. The actual correct answer for this would be C. So you need to be careful and, of course, check your work. Okay. Now, let me give you an example of one which would not be a statement. And write this down as well. It says June or July 4th is a Tuesday. Now, is this a statement? And William, what do you think? Well, you might say it's very similar to what is here, but we're not giving the year. So, is July 4th ever on a Tuesday? Betty, what do you think? Hold your space bar down. Okay, yeah, it could be on a Tuesday. Yes, but is it always on a Tuesday? And Joe? No. So, and I need to pause on my end as well. This statement could be true, or it could be false, or this grouping of words. So it is not classified as a statement because it could be either true or it could be false. Now, a statement has to be one of the other. Now, because of the year, this makes it a true statement. Or a false statement. But again, they can't be both at the same time. All right, now, do you have any questions for me? Hold your space bar down and we'll check that out. Now, for example 2. Okay, I think I've made my point that so far we've been, just under 4 minutes into the canned presentation of this review of problems or homework items similar to what they would actually be doing for their homework, but as a point of study and review and practice. Now, this we've done 10 minutes. So you see that in a Zoom mode, this would be sort of the background of what I would be using to interact with the students, get them participating. Now, the Zoom attendance would be what I would be grading participation. I don't take points off for a student not answering my question correctly. It's the idea that they're active and they're engaging. This is, again, the example of a piece of what I would do during a live Zoom lesson, where in the screen sharing mode, use this as a background. Now, once this is finished, we would then give them an open notes quiz based on their flipped classroom lesson and possibly this practice, but not specifically these questions from practice, mostly from their flipped classroom lesson that they were to view and take good notes on before we did this as part of our interaction Zoom classroom. Okay, long enough.